Man, you got to press so many buttons to get this thing up and running. So we got to smash these three, hit the reset on this deal, and press play. And there she be. Come over here, and I'm going to smash the main window with cam so that you can see my ugly face. I don't normally come on camera or have myself on camera in these things because there's not much to look at. I'm an old man. I drive trucks in Vancouver, British Columbia area. And I do this for fun. This isn't like a job that I'm trying to get or, whatever. I got a job. So when I started getting into Tabletop Simulator because I really like the 3D aspect of it. And it seems to be, for me, things like Fantasy Grounds and Roll20 just seems time-consuming. This is not that this isn't time-consuming, but in a different way. I feel that I get more out of Tabletop Simulator because when I create stuff, I could throw it up onto the workshop and share my stuff that I'm doing with other people. I really love the 3D elements of this game. I feel like I'm more, I don't want to say immersed, but I'm more interested in what's going on when I play Tabletop Simulator. When I'm gaming it, it seems a little more realistic because I have the props and the sets and all of that kind of stuff. I got some solid pasty mouth tonight. I take a drink and me drink. The reason I was creating this video is because I wanted to send out a general thank you. My channel's recently reached over 1,000 subscribers. Let's crack out the right window. The Murder Hobo Show, 1.02 thousand subscribers. The only shit part about this is that most of the subscribers have happened by in the last month or so. In the last month, I probably got 400 subscribers. So, most of my channel growth in the last little while is unfortunately due to COVID. People in lockdown are looking for a place or a format or something like that to come and play on. And fortunately for me, you guys found my channel and, apparently, I guess, like the stuff that I do, or at least find it interesting enough to subscribe. The gist of my channel is basically me. I do a podcast. I do 2 podcasts. You can see them. Let me explain what's going on over here under the, if I go to the games table, let me load my One World table with images because this is the table that has the advertising on it. You can check out the Murder Hobo Show RPG podcast. This is a podcast that me and my buddy Uncle J Raz do. Uncle J Raz, aka Captain Colon. We just talk generally about just RPGs, anything. Like, we like them all. We play quite a few of them. Savage Worlds ICRPG are sort of my favorites. I'm currently playing ICRPG. That's my standard campaign right now. But we do an RPG show. We just talk about stuff that's going on in different games, different things. It's mostly a lot of poop jokes and just ridiculous stuff. But I got into doing this with the Wild Eye podcast with my buddy Eric Lamoureux, one of my personal favorite people on the planet. You can also find me co-hosting the Wild Eye podcast. We've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. We've been doing the Wild Eye podcast, which is a Savage Worlds exclusive podcast. Twice a month we pump out content on that show. On Twitter, I'm the Murder Hobo Show. If you're here watching this, you obviously know that I do YouTube's videos, and I am part of the Nerds International. Most of the time you want to find me or talk to me or chat with me, it's going to be through MeWe. It's the only platform I use. I'm not on Facebook. You can get me on Twitter, you can get me on MeWe, but those are the places that you'll find me, and that's generally what I do. That's generally me in a nutshell. I'm just an old truck driver. I'll be 50 in 2 years. I have no special scripting skills when it comes to Tabletop Simulator. I just was a guy that took the time to invest in getting past the learning curve, which is really just moving stuff around on the table. But that said, that's neither here nor there. I find it easy to use. It's become my new crafting. All my stuff is behind me and off to the right. I got all my games. I got crafting stuff. I do all sorts of stuff. I fart around with a bunch of things. I used to go to the gaming store, my local gaming store, Nerd Haven. Shout out to my friends there in Abbotsford here. And I would go there every Sunday morning for 4 years. I played pretty much all of the beginning of the D&D Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Leagues. And with my son, that's what got me back into it 6 years ago. And yeah, that's sort of just me in a nutshell. I don't have any computer skills. I shouldn't say I don't have any computer skills. I don't have any programming skills. So when it comes to programming things and making models or doing any of that kind of stuff, I don't know. I find stuff on the workshop. I assemble it in compilations, find trees, different things like that. Generally, when I find things, I have a variable, I got my forest thing up here, series of folders and different stuff that I keep and collect. I label everything so I know where to find it, and then I do cool stuff with it. For example, you can see I have this very simple work table, and I'm going to load my work table up. So I get a lot of questions. Some of it, most of it I try and help with in whatever I can do. But like I say, this is just a game for me. That's the way I look at Tabletop Simulator. It's just a game that I play, that I know how to operate, and I know how to put pieces on, and I've experienced most of the problems that people have had with it. And I end up, at some point, I've had the problem, so I know how to fix it. For example, this isn't an example. I just want to show you one of the sweet maps. We're going to smash the clear button, and I'm going to drag Forest Path 3. This is just one of the many maps that I have made. So we'll go back to this, drop this on here, double click the old Forest Path 3, and build this map. Let's get this thing out of the way so we don't have to look at it. And it's just things like this. This was a bit, I don't want to say a bit of a learning curve, but I mean, I built this in an hour, and look how beautiful it is. I mean, it's fantastic. You got cool things over here like this spider's web. Who knows what's going on over there? You got these, great looking trees. You've got these elements here of height, depth, all of that kind of stuff. And, this map ends up being 3-4 pieces that I have to cut out and GIMP and just resize and then just put trees on. And I have this crazy cool looking 3D map that I can use basically for anything. Like, how cool is Tabletop Simulator? It didn't take me hours of building. This is really all I needed. This is this one set piece. And yeah, just, a game master that fell in love with Tabletop Simulator. I think it's a great program. It's fun to play on. It gives that sense of, crafting, sort of, so to speak, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I build in the tables and stuff, and this is just essentially what I do for fun. So, yeah, anyways, that's me. That's me in a nutshell. Old truck driver from Vancouver that just sits down. I've been a game master my whole life, and I like to build things. I've done painting. I've done all sorts of crafting. I've done ceramic tiles. I've tried the 2.5D cardboard stuff. Yeah, I've tried it all, and I've sort of put that all aside because I don't like packing it around and doing other things. I found Tabletop Simulator. It lets me build cool stuff like this, and here I am. So, anyways, this is my thank you, my personal thank you. NRAIS76, NRAIS76 was my 1,000th subscriber because I was keeping track. Personal thank you to that guy for being the number 1,000 and everybody else that's joined. So in conclusion, leave a comment in this video. Anything you want. You can call me out in my stupid looks, my gray beard, my fat head, my marble or whatever it is. Or say something nice. Doesn't matter. You're not going to hurt my feelings. My feeling, I should say. And leave a comment. I'll add your name to the list. I'll scratch them all up, throw them in a hat. And what day is it today? We are in 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 weeks. So May 2nd. May 2nd, I will I'll take all your names, throw them in a hat. I'll pull a name out of the hat, and I will get you a $50 Steam gift card so that you can buy your friends Tabletop Simulator. Save it for when they come on sale, of course. And get them involved in this cool game for playing your online stuff. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much. I'm most appreciated. 1,000 people. I can't believe it. Thank you. Adios.